Trying to find the reasons you won't find her pretty.
Okay, so I'm gonna be showing you guys how I make my tea. I know like a couple of weeks back, someone had asked me for a tutorial on how I make my tea. So these are the two teas that I have in my cabinet right now. I also like to do Earl Grey if I have it. But I typically make my teas in large batches because you're gonna like cold brew it. So pop it in the fridge overnight to let it cool and make your tea in the morning. So this is pretty much how I do it if I want the tea like right then and now and I don't have any more cold brew left. So I typically do 2 tea bags for that size jar, and that size jar I can get about maybe like 2 cups of tea out of it. And then once it's fully brewed, so I let it brew for like 10-20 minutes depending on how deep I want it. I add about 2 spoons of brown sugar, let that melt, and then what I'll do is I will pour that into my container, which holds the rest of my cold brew. And I'll just pop it in the fridge for a little bit, not too long because again, I wanted to drink it right then and there. But just enough to like chill it to where my ice won't completely melt. And in the process, I begin to make a cold foam. So it is 3-2-1. So 3 heavy cream, 2 milk of choice, and then 1 sweetener, and that's in tablespoons. So I am not a like syrup kind of gal, and I don't drink whole milk or oat milk. I'm an almond milk kind of chick. But one thing I love about the German almond milk is that it's a bit more on the thicker side. I feel like in the States, almond milk is quite watery, but here it's not. It's kind of thick. So I love it in my teas. This is not the traditional way of making milk tea. This is just more like instead of coffee, I changed it to tea. So, but I went in with a little bit of vanilla just to give it some vanilla taste. And then I am a sweetened condensed milk kind of gal. So after I added nutmeg and cinnamon just to give it that cinnamon toast crunch kind of taste, I went in with a tablespoon of sweetened condensed milk to sweeten it, and then I frothed that bad boy all together. But like I said, this is not like a traditional way of making milk tea, and if I wanted like a true milk tea, you would take your milk of choice and you would brew the tea directly into the milk, like on a stove, low heat, and then you would let it cool overnight, and then you'll drink it or just let it cool for a couple hours till it's chill. You can also do the technique where you brew it like tea, like I did here, and then just add quite, like say, like 2 tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk, because that condensed milk is gonna thicken it up. And that's also another way of making a milk tea of choice. That's kind of like how Thai tea is made, where they just brew the Thai tea and then they will add like a ton of condensed milk to give it that thick, rich flavor. And I think they also add evaporated milk. So there's a ton of processes. If I want it quick, I'll do it like this. And yeah, the only thing that's kind of new is me adding the cold foam, because I just wanted to try, as you know, 'tis the season for cold foam. But yeah, if you guys want other recipes on my teas, let me know, because that's literally all I drink. I can't handle coffee. It'll have my tummy rubbling, beatboxing on the beat. You feel me? So that's the mess. Anyways, bye you guys. Hi beautifuls, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. So happy Halloween. Most likely you guys are seeing this video after Halloween, and to that I still say happy Halloween. Yeah, so what today's video is going to be, it's just going to be like a chill / spend a day with me in my studio as I take some online classes in really just try to slow down and remember why I started nail artistry. As of lately, pretty much from the start of September, actually I would even say the end of August, going all the way until like right now, I have been going through severe artist block to where I can just feel the passion and the energy for what I love to do just slowly slipping away to the point where I'm spending weeks with not even like sitting in my nail studio or spending time in my nail studio, picking up a nail brush, picking up 3D clay. Um, and to be honest, it's just like the sheer will knowing that I have to put a video out and I have to post like a short or something that has been actively getting me up and being in my nail studio, and that's not fun. You should create because you want to, not because it's an obligation. The moment I feel like hobbies, passions, and things like that start to become a job, I feel like that is when it begins to separate from your creativity. Because at the end of the day, I feel like creativity is has a direct relationship with freedom. And when you are truly feel free, you are open to create and you're open to live your wildest dream and really push yourself and push your creativity. And it's just a really beautiful thing. And yeah, today's video is gonna be a bit of a slow one. I don't really have too many like jokes or antics that I usually do. I think it's important to understand all sides of someone, and to remember that this right here, this room, this setup, this channel is truly my passion, and I don't want to lose the spark and the happiness that I have from doing my passion. I want to expand the realm of nail artistry. I want to put a stake in nails and letting people know that it's not just a technical career, that it's truly, truly an art form. And I want to be the person that people think of when they think of nail and nail artistry. Yeah, that's what I want. And if I want to succeed in my goals and live out my wildest dreams, then I feel like I need to know how to balance work and my passion and not lose myself in self-doubt and negativity, because they really are your worst enemies. Doubt, negativity has a very weird way of creeping into every aspect of your life and just slowly drain you till you are nothing. And I don't want that. I do not want to lose the passion that has lit a fire in me and pushed me to do sleepless nights. And yeah, so today's video is gonna really be a slow down and to start over. So I feel like the best way to battle art block or artist block is to go back to the beginning, whether that's refreshing your techniques. So in nail artistry, that'll be like line work, or going all the way back to structure techniques and perfecting your canvas and things like that. It could also mean, from an artist standpoint, is to go back to the beginning where you started to feel your passion slipping, whether it was you being on a project or you being stumped on something that you had an idea for that you just did not know how to bring it to life. But I feel like it's always important to pause and just go back, start over. So today's video is probably going to be titled Battling Artist Block as a Nail Artist ... what is it, colon the beginning. So for me, When I started to feel my passion slipping was, if not being quite literally honest, it was the Alice in Wonderland set. The 5 nail Alice in Wonderland set. A part of me feels like I jumped so far into the deep end, and I had no boat. I had no draft, no nothing. Like, I jumped so far because before the Alice in Wonderland nail set, I did the 2 nail Ponyo nail set, and that was my first time doing a 2 nail extended art design with extra characters. Typically, I do 1 character on 1 nail, and that was it. So much of my painting and things like that were on that type of nailistry, but because I know that my current end goal is to one day apply for a nail art competition, that I needed to get more comfortable with doing more than 1 nail. So I did the Ponyo one, and I absolutely loved it. I was so proud of myself. So I went from 2 to 5, and that is where it just plummeted. I made a couple videos about it. I will put it up in the handle right here so you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was the start. Like right there, I was so stumped because everything that I was trying was just not working, and I felt so inadequate, and I felt like I wasn't good enough, that I was below my dreams. I was less than my abilities. Like, my abilities was less than what I'm envisioning for myself. And whenever you have a disconnect between oneself and one's dream, that is where you kind of like lose the path, you lose the route. And that's what happened to me. I lost it. And right now, since moving to the new house, I've been doing whatever I can to get that back. And so for me, I am pretty much gonna go back to the beginning. I purchased a nail art class. I will put up a picture of the nail art class right here. And I did that to work and try to better myself, get a little bit more confident. I talk about this all the time, is that now, when it comes to doing highly detailed rendered things on nails, or thinking big when it comes to the aspect of what you want to put on a nail, it really takes confidence. Just the confidence to try, the confidence to fail, the confidence to pick back up again. And sometimes confidence looks a little different. Confidence can be hey, and like I mentioned before, instead of doing 3 nails, let's shoot to 5. Especially when it comes to nailistry, confidence can project itself in different ways. That's daring to try out a new technique or create your own pathway into into finding the end goal of getting what you want. But confidence can also look like stepping out of yourself and becoming a student again, and taking a nail art class, and understanding and knowing that you don't know everything. And sometimes it's good to seek out the help of others, other professional people. I've mentioned this before in a video too, that it's important that when you want to learn something or you want to become better at something, always look towards people that you inspire to create art. Like, so for example, say that like right now, I say Picasso was still alive and he was posting paintings and stuff on the internet. And he has this class where he teaches you some of his techniques. Instead of trying to put your foot in the mud and figure out how to do it yourself, take that art class. Have the confidence to step out of yourself and be the student rather than the grinder. Okay, so yeah, that's one of the things that I'm doing. I've been debating whether or not, because so many things, especially when it comes to spending hundreds of dollars on a nail art class, one thing like I convinced myself is like, oh, you don't need to do that. You just need to figure it out how to do it yourself. Don't pay for the class, just figure out how to do it yourself. You've gotten this far with figuring out how to do it yourself. You can get farther. And yes, that's true to a certain point. I feel like you should always seek out extra aid, because then you won't get into these moments to where you feel like you're inadequate, or your self-doubt is really eating at you. So yeah, it's a really long intro, and I might even just blend some of what I'm saying over my video. I don't know, depending on when I get to editing this. But I'm pretty much saying all this to say, take care of yourself. When you take care of yourself and you're kind to yourself and you slow down and you be patient with yourself, then like your creativity will grow because you give yourself grace. And yeah, it's hard to, especially for me, it's hard to admit that you're struggling with something that seems like you shouldn't be struggling with, but you are. And it's like being a fish out of water. You're just flopping around trying to make your way back to the ocean, and sometimes you don't, sometimes you do. So I don't mean to be so down in today's video, but I just want you guys to see the reality of when you're at a spot and you want to be to another, what that journey looks like. And I do say this all the time in my other videos, is that this is a journey. You guys are watching in real time my journey to being one of the best nail artists in the game. That's what I want to be. That's what I want to strive to be. Yeah, I want to be a household name when it comes to nail and nail artistry. I want to go to the competitions. I want to win the competitions. This is what I want, and I know the grind. I know the meat and potatoes that I have to put into it. And sometimes, even though you know what you have to do, you don't quite hit the mark. And so, yeah. We're gonna get there, even if it takes 6 years, 7, 8, 100, we're gonna get there. As long as I'm beating, as long as I have a nail art brush in my hand, I'm going to get there. And I'm so happy that you guys are along for the journey, the ride. Yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to pretty much be working on my nail art class. So I will switch you guys to my other camera. See? And yeah, so let's get started. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the other video. Okay, I'm just wiping off all of the pencil markings just so we can get a clear, clean, concise sketch. And yeah, that is the finished look. If you guys know who this character is, go ahead and leave a comment of his name down in the comments below. Let's just see if I did a really good job at drawing this character. But that's the first try that I did. You can tell the lines are a bit thick, and yeah, it's just not it. So the second try was much better, and I'm just gonna keep doing it until I get it right. So hi, so I'm back. So honestly, it is just the same process. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I like the outcome, until I am satisfied with the finished sketch. And trust, I have a ton. So I can keep honing it, keep beating it into my brain, into my hands, until it becomes second nature. I also want to try sketching it with the technique that I usually use, just to give that a try. And also, because it'll help me see a bigger picture rather than just spot sketching. Like pretty much this is just spot sketching. So the idea is that you're able to take the circle and place it anywhere you want, whether it's up high, down low, or somewhere in the middle. And then based off of where that circle is, you build your grid, and then you start to render your character or sketch your character. So yeah, it's a bit of a process, and I understand the importance of the spot sketching, but I also still want to do my normal technique where I make a grid on the entire nail and sketch with that, because I feel like it'll help me when I have so many moving parts and so many things on one nail. Yeah, I don't know how long today's video is going to be. I don't know how much I'm going to keep in of the process that I'm doing. But I guess we'll know when it's time to record. I really hope you guys enjoy. If you want to see more videos of me just doing this, practicing my sketching, getting better at sketching, and of course throwing some tips and tricks here and there in the process of me figuring out how to do all the nitty-gritty stuff, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to give that to you. As for my nail room tour, I have some things planned. Like I have a video planned out for it, and it kind of needs the assistance of my husband, and he's knee-deep in classwork and things like that. So I don't want to take away from his classwork or do anything that's gonna get in his way. So yeah, I will try to inform you guys when I post a video. Well, when I post the video of my nail room tour, I would also check my Instagram. So my Instagram is Get Me Nailed Studios. I will have a little bar down here. I post pretty much anything. If I'm not recording it on the camera, on my phone, it's being recorded and posted to Instagram stories. So if you guys want to keep in touch with me, keep up with my day-to-day in my studio, definitely follow me on my Instagram. And yeah, that's kind of all that I have for you guys today. I feel like we're like moving along and discussing and like getting to what I want to do. I just feel like I've been so knee-deep in trying to better my competition style nail art skills that I've stepped so far away from just regular nail tutorials and things like that. So if you want to see nail tutorials out of me, like I mean nail tutorials that don't even have me drawing or doing character art or anything of that sort, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to give to you guys, because nails is more than just sketching things like this. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, and I will try my best to give to you. All right, without further ado, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I know it kind of started off a little bit on the sad side, but I think in the process of me just doing the damn thing that my energy started to come back, and the excitement that I have is starting to flow back into me. So if you guys want to, see more videos of me practicing and doing my sketch work like this, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to deliver, because for the foreseeable future, this is gonna be my day-to-day. Yeah, this is gonna be my day-to-day. It's gonna be, because I feel like it's gonna help me get to where I want to be and be able to tack on the beast that is my Alice in Wonderland sketch. Yeah. I really hope you guys like this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because that lets me know that you enjoy the content that I'm creating and that you love and support this channel. Yeah, I know I don't often say this, but you can also hit the notification bell, because that also lets you know when I upload or any posts that I upload to my channel. Most of the time, if anything, like I'm gonna miss a video, or something's going on with the videos, or a video is gonna be late, I will post it on either my Instagram or in the community post on my channel. So having that notification bell on really helps for you guys to stay informed about the motion of my channel. And yeah, I hope that the process of me doing this stuff really gets me out of my artist funk. And yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, let me know down in the comments below. And I love you so much. And without further ado, please remember to create, whether it's big or small. Just the act and the art of creating is a really beautiful thing. And I promise you, it'll bring you so much joy. I love you guys. And before you go ahead and check out some more videos of mine. They're gonna be like right here, I think. Yes, I have plenty of videos on my channel and more to come. I love you guys. Bye.